Well, hello there.
Powerhouse right here.
We're gonna earn ourselves 1 horsepower, 0.5 horsepower.
I highly doubt
We're gonna earn ourselves some sound. We're
Some
gonna
sound.
do
some sound.
Today we're gonna be doing an Airbox mod, intake mod, on the CRZ that we've got for our channel. This is our new daily driver project.
It is definitely that.
We have a stock intake setup here. As you can see, this is a 2011.
Yeah, so the later models, this is the actual intake to funnel air into here. The later models had an extra section right here on this nice little kind of air diversion panel. We're going to cut this open a little bit to be kind of like that. And then we are going to modify the inside of the box a little bit because it's free. Like, to be perfectly fair,
free 99.
It's free 99, and like it's just a little bit of work, and why not? I'll eventually buy the cold air for this. They do make one carb legal AFE. We'll put a link to that.
Yeah.
But for the time being, why not mod this one? Because I can.
Because we can.
We do what we must because we can.
We do what we must. Blah blah blah. What?
No, it's from Portal.
Ah.
Yeah, it's GLaDOS. Come on, man.
We'll go through the portal right there.
Yeah, into the VTEC zone.
Or the portal right there.
The VTEC
That's
zone.
more of a portal.
VTEC zone.
There's the thumbnail. People are gonna be like, "What is that?" It's a thresher maw, bitch. All right, let's get into this. All right, we're done. Just kidding.
No, we're done. That's it.
Just,
we're gonna color it black.
Basically, you draw
where you
on
want
there,
it to be.
and then you close the hood, and you're done.
Perfect.
So this is the outline of where we're gonna cut on the diversion plate.
So,
just
so you can see, there is a little bit of a hump here. So we're just gonna curve around that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna leave a little bit of the center there, so it's not super floppity and loose and whatever.
Yeah, because if you cut into that, you're gonna reduce the structural integrity pretty drastically.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have a Dremel, and we are going to just start cutting.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've cut around. I just went with a diagonal cut there. And we're just gonna hopefully get it to just pop out. Maybe not.
Just punch it.
Punch it. Mr. Martial Arts.
With my bad thumb. Let me know.
With my bad
yeah.
We
literally both messed up our fingers in the past couple months.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how that works, huh? Let me get a
hammer.
Give me a knife.
I do.
Hey, give me a knife. We'll just pop it up, you know? Yeah, just pop it up with that. Maybe go from the side that it moves.
Yeah, that's
and like
true.
pull it up, and then we'll just peel it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm see if you can get open it. Just pull it open. Nope, that's right. Okay.
Hold this.
This subject's going great. There you go. Progress.
Oh, that's why. Okay. There's a little reinforcement plate right here.
Okay, well, we'll just
Well, that's good though. It's good for the structural integrity of your stuff.
I agree. It's hard to see when you don't know what the bottom looks like. Yeah, that's working. There you go. Nice. Modded. Oh, that's actually, yeah, it's kind of cool. It actually retains the, yeah, that's
little
good.
reinforcement.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine with me.
We'll smooth that out later.
Yeah, we'll just get some tape off here so we can see. I'm gonna take this off, pull some of the tape off. There we go. Not perfect, but we can smooth it out in a bit.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal. Can you see your knife? There we go. You get some extra plastic bits off. Perfect. Great. And you can see that, you know, this is actually part of the channel. There is actually a channel in there, like if you look in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually part of the channel that was like for the intake that they just didn't open up from the factory. So we'll leave this little reinforcement bar here. We'll take a file and just kind of smooth this out so it's not so jank and hard-edged.
Yep.
And yeah, so we're gonna move on to the Airbox. We've already popped a couple clips here. We only have the one right now. Now, Spoon actually did this. On the EP3 and the DC5s, the Airboxes were like the factory ones, but they would shave off the little baffles on the inside.
Yeah.
There's a couple there, and then there's some, you got a couple right down here on the side.
Probably be able to get a better bite on those.
Yeah.
These ones are going to be interesting.
Yeah, we're going to see what we can do with these.
Probably more so, well, they're the same size, it looks like.
Yeah. We have some tin snips. They're a little bit bigger, though, so we're going to try to get these out. If not right now, later. But the idea is, so you guys know, like I said, you just want to, you know, get these baffles off of here. Honestly, you know what we could do is just needle nose. Grab them, twist, 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 done.
Yeah, that'll do.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get the baffles out. And then the other part to this is right here. This is a resonator, like connection tube deal, whatever. Resonators are quiet. Quiet's not fun. To be fair with you guys, resonators are there for a reason besides being quiet. There is usually changing the airflow kind of effect, which can help with torque and that type of stuff.
Yep.
Vehicle. But I don't particularly care. This doesn't have torque anyways.
Right.
And I'd rather have it be a little louder and kind of
More fun to drive.
more fun to drive. That's it. So we're gonna do that and
See what happens.
yeah. Real stuff. So we tried to fit the tin snips in here and they didn't work. So
And these needle noses are actually perfect. You
Yeah,
just
so-
get a good grip, give it a little twist.
and it breaks right
Almost
off.
a perfectly clean pull.
Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna fret too much about little details, but yeah, whatever. It pops right off.
That's like cleaner than you could do with a Dremel.
Almost.
How would you
because,
even
like,
get a Dremel in there, you know?
You'd have to have a really weird like angle to it, you know. Just pop these little tabbies out. There we go.
Wow.
It's kind of funny.
It'd take
right?
less than a minute to do all of these.
The only thing that's kind of in the way is that.
Yeah.
Can you pull it out of the way a little bit?
Yeah.
Just so it's not like. There you go. And if you want to hold the box with one hand, let's see if we can get these guys. They're a little bit longer, so we might have to do like.
Second pass.
Well. I guess.
Oh my gosh. And look at how smooth that is. It's like almost perfectly.
Yeah, they kind of can get. Yeah.
There you go.
If you want to be a perfectionist, you kind of even can. You can come back with some like sanding stuff and do some sanding related stuff.
That is hilarious. We got a little nub on the middle of that one if you want to.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it.
That's incredible.
You can see why I kind of wanted to do this. I'm like,
Yeah,
free
no.
mod, whatever. Until I get that actual intake, like, it's fine.
You can take a second pass on this
That's
one.
one nub too.
There you go. We'll rotate this.
The top breaks like immediately, you know?
Yeah.
Perfect. And the thing, I was kind of like, how am I going to get these stupid things out?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, that might be a lot of work. It's like one of the easiest things we've ever done on this channel.
It's actually very true.
I would say the two hardest things that we've done on this channel up until this point have been the underglow install.
I don't think that was hard. That was just time
Just
consuming.
time consuming.
I think the hardest thing was the
Brembos, probably.
The Brembos weren't hard though.
They weren't hard. They were just time consuming. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
guess-
that's a different.
But it's both of those installs were on really hot days.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think that's what really killed us.
I think the hardest thing was dealing with the Z window.
The Z window was pretty difficult.
Just because like it's so finicky
Yeah.
and specific. It's why I hate windows. And then we got one more right here that I guess I'll just take. 'Cause why not?
You got it? Almost.
Little chunk. Perfect.
All right.
So
you
baffles
can see
removed.
Baffles are removed. Baffles are removed. Amazing.
It took us however long the video says it took us, like real time.
3 minutes.
Sick. Great.
Yeah.
I love 3-minute mods.
That's incredible.
So, I'll get that out of the way. So then all that's left is really this guy.
Yeah, and that because it's not pressure, it's a vacuum. You could just tape.
Yeah, we're just gonna I'm just gonna clean it so tape adheres to it.
Yeah.
And I put some Gorilla Tape on it.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, we got some the cleaner that we're using. It's just some super clean. Just sprayed it down a little bit, wiped it down, letting it dry a little bit, all that good stuff.
Listen, we just have some Gorilla Tape. So you guys know, this is solid, that's solid. I think that's, yeah, so you have one here, one here. So we're just gonna kind of tape those guys up.
Yep. Okay, so for the baffle portion, we grabbed some Gorilla Tape. Now that it's dry, we started at the top and went across and then looped it around the side so that there's an adhesion point here.
Yep.
And then lightly overlapped each layer until we got to the bottom. Did one across, and then we did one final folding over the top, because when the filter pops in, you know, it's going to be sealing up against the edges here. So we wanted to make it so that it wasn't tugging at the top layer and possibly creating an issue.
Yeah, and like I said, because the resonator box, with it being closed, it's not going to have any flow through it. So you shouldn't have any issues with like the tape being weird, because if anything, the air is going to come in from here, run through the tube, and be forced up and in. You're not going to really create like a point of contention that's going to push back this way.
Exactly.
So, you know, that's going to do it. We did file this down just a little bit real quick, you know, just to clear up the edges a little bit.
Yep.
I didn't really care about it.
And
being
there
perfect.
are baffles at the bottom of the box, but we've got a map sensor to do on the G today, so we are going to save that for another time.
Yeah.
But we can probably use the same method with the needle nose. It's just going to be, because it's horizontal, it's just going to be more time consuming. Yeah,
another good upgrade at the time is to replace your filter. This one is pretty dirty, but I don't have one on hand, so I'll just replace this later. Doesn't really matter. But like you can see, this is going to just sit, lay on top of where that tape section is, and then we're just going to tape our box back, reconnect it, so that's in, and then start popping some tabs here. I hate these back ones that are in like the worst spots. There we go.
And we're literally done.
That's it. So literally all we did was cut a hole, and like I said, you can see just how big that area is for like the intake pathing.
Yep.
So that really opens it up. Cut some little baffles off, and that's it.
Yep. So, quick side note, we did use a hairdryer today because it's 48 degrees. So, you know, colder weather, we were having some issues getting the Gorilla Tape to stick without it. So if it's colder, use a hairdryer or some type of heat gun if you've got it. But that's gonna do it. Let us know what you guys think, if that was helpful for you guys, if you guys have done an Airbox mod or not. If you guys have another way to do an Airbox mod.
I know this part is pretty common within like the CRZ community. The rest, not so much as far as I've seen. I tried to look it up. And like I said, it was just like,
but it's like little things like that, you know, like with the Integros. Remember the Type R's had unbaffled air intake systems.
Well, and you remember how we modified the factory resonation section, and we cut the tube and like turned it forward to be like a cold air intake.
We did the snorkel mod and all that.
Yeah. So it's like, it's stuff you can do for, especially when you're broke. Like, it's something you can do for free, and it's just kind of fun to do.
Yeah, exactly. So let us know what you guys thought of the video in the comments down below, and if you liked the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.
We appreciate you guys. And free mods.
And free mods, especially free mods.
Everybody loves free mods.